think I'm quite all over the place.
I mean, we all are.
Yes.
In different ways.
And then my identity is fucking fragile.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very strong. I might have strong morals that are underneath my identity, or strong values that I'm like, no, I really like find that to be important, but
it's still a lot.
Then
it comes into the self-worth. Damn, like, still, like, this is such a hard...
Again, I was gonna say, we are talking about identity in a phase of our lives where we have no idea who the fuck we are.
Yeah, literally,
we have
like,
no
crying,
idea
like,
what identity is. We have no idea where we are going.
And that's what I think is great about identity, is because nobody has a fucking clue. Nobody has a fucking clue. Can we just say that right now? Nobody has a fucking clue who we are.
Who's talking about this? Who is saying, like, no, actually, I don't know who I am? Or even if they're like, no, I definitely know who the fuck I am. Can you please tell me?
Yeah.
Like, can you please share how one finds
How do you find your true self?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
And I think we're going into it of, like, maybe we'll revisit this in the future. This makes no goddamn sense to us.
Right. We'll probably laugh at ourselves in a couple months. I know we will.
I doubt that this podcast episode is any use to anyone, because we're just so like
we're here. Hi.
All of identity is going to be this way. Luckily, it's only 4 episodes, guys.
Maybe, unless we're
no, it's 4 episodes.
We can keep 4 episodes.
That's
why we kept it 4, because we're like
self-worth and self-identity.
Yeah.
Kyla, what is your level of self-worth, and how do you think it ties into your identity? Hello, Meow Meows. Thank you for your time today. My name is Kat.
And my name is Kai. We are the 6AM Meow Meow podcast. Happy Tuesday. We are so happy to be here with you today.
What we plan to focus on within our 4th series, Identity, is fulfilling who we think we are.
Self-worth with self-identity.
Diving into who you're becoming.
And surviving versus thriving.
If these delicious topics tickle your fancy, subscribe below for notifications on next week's episode.
If you enjoy this episode, or if you don't, let us know in the comments and give a thumbs up if you are a meow.
Alrighty, Meow Meows, let's dive in to who we are with identity.
So I just clicked record.
I just sat down. What's up? Same day, different outfit for the thumbnail.
Different day and same sound below us.
Exact same sound below us. I didn't even think about that.
And again, maybe you won't hear it, but it's the same day.
Oh my God. Yeah. Again, for our mental health and our sanity, we're just like, we're recording. Mm-hmm. We're recording. It's like 9 p.m. at night, and we're recording.
It's almost 10 now. I was in bed at 8 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah, so was I. So we're a little bit tired. We're here for it.
But I think that's why we're still recording, because we're like...
Oh, I'm so flowed right now.
I know, I'm like...
My flow state is like...
Let's keep
This
going.
must be real podcasting. And to us, we probably think these episodes sound great, and then we're going to be like, they're great.
I'll be like, well...
We're going to be like, yeah, they're great.
They're going to go out regardless.
Yeah, we very rarely re-record.
So...
What's today's episode?
This is self-worth with self-identity.
Love that.
Self-worth with self-identity. So, Kat,
yes.
What comes first? Self-worth or identity? Because this can go both ways.
Of course.
So what are your thoughts?
I think your self-worth does define your self-identity. Mm-hmm. Like your the level the level to which you believe you are worthy of your experiences is like the degree to which you believe you're worthy of your experiences. And I mean, like, so I mean that in a way of like, you know, imagine some bullshit happens to you. And you're like, of course it always happens to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you say that, it's going to happen again.
Yeah. And I mean, if some bullshit happened to you, you'd be like, wow, like I either didn't deserve that, you know, if it was someone who wronged you. Or you'd be like, damn, that really fucking sucks. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I don't deserve that, but it's happening.
It is happening.
Yeah. And then, I mean, and additionally, you could have someone who's like in resistance to it, to be like, I don't deserve this bullshit. How dare life hand me this bullshit? Because I've been on that side of the coin where you're just like, you believe that you don't deserve normal human experiences. It can go a lot of different ways.
That's an interesting thought. Because like while you were explaining that, like I instantly went to like your explanation of like when we went like back to like the series Ego Death, and thinking then with the ego that's dying, she's saying, I don't deserve that. Or like, why me? Why do I have to go?
Oh,
why can't
and then
you go?
This is a beautiful thought too. What is the degree of ego that is represented in your self-worth? Or like how much does your ego dictate your self-worth?
Your self-worth.
How much does your ego dictate your self-worth? Yeah.
I just want to write that down.
I know.
Dictate.
And I'm going to let you write it down.
Hard? Dictate. Cool. Okay, thanks.
So welcome.
So when I was like looking through online, because like self-worth is like, how would you describe self-worth to start? Because self-worth is,
I do believe that it's like the degree to which you believe you are worthy
yep,
of what you are experiencing.
And then self-identity.
I would define it as again your personal perception of yourself,
which is so interesting because they
I don't think it's
almost
void.
Sound like the same thing, but they're not.
Yeah, quite truly. And I mean, I personally don't think self-identity or identity is void of other people's opinions, because we're such social creatures. So in the last episode we said a quote, I'm not who I think I am not who you think I am who I think you think I am.
Which I love.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister, but to some degree I think it's always true. And so yeah, I just to put out the point that I don't think self-identity is ever going to be void of others' opinions. So it has to somehow represent the perceived relationship in your own head of you to other people.
Yeah. When I was like trying to, so I was just researching the definition of self-worth and the definition of self-identity, and like trying to collaborate the combination of the both. So I came into the terms of self-esteem with the recognized quality of yourself, or the recognized quality of another person.
And that's self-worth.
Self-worth with self-identity.
Oh, okay. Say it one more time.
So self-worth with self-identity is, in other terms, self-esteem with the recognized quality of yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. I'm still, and like that's what's so like, it's so interesting too, because I feel like this can be a little more difficult of a topic to talk about. First of all, this whole series, I've just been like, Kat, what the fuck are we gonna talk about?
Because we don't know ourselves. We've fully admitted last episode. I'm just like, I don't know who I am. I fully don't know who I am. I don't think I have a right to tell anyone how to live their life ever. By any stretch of the imagination. And so now I've even gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm worthy enough to have a podcast. I don't really know if I'm worthy to be teaching people things about themselves.
Well, I don't think we're teaching.
Oh, no.
But
We're not teaching. We're not
and
teaching.
sharing.
And so it's like, but it's just going back to, I don't perceive myself as a teacher.
Right.
I would never perceive myself as a teacher. I'm a vulnerable female who's quite comfortable being open and like openly like frantic and fragile.
And that's what influence is.
Yeah. And so again, I don't see myself as a teacher at all, and I don't think I have any right to share
You said frantic and fragile.
Yeah, I would describe myself as that. Because I do think I'm quite all over the place.
I mean, we all are.
Yes.
In different ways.
And then my identity is fucking fragile.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very strong. I might have strong morals that are underneath my identity, or strong values that I'm like, no, I really like find that to be important, but
it's still a lot. Then it comes into the self-worth. Damn, like still, like this is such a hard.
Again, I was gonna say we are talking about identity in a phase of our lives where we have no idea who the fuck we are.
Yeah, literally,
we have
like
no
crying,
idea what identity is. We have no idea where we are going.
And that's what I think is great about identity, is because nobody has a fucking clue. Nobody has a fucking clue. Can we just say that right now? Nobody has a fucking clue who we are.
Who's talking about this? Who is saying like, no, actually I don't know who I am? Or even if they're like, no, I definitely know who the fuck I am. Can you please tell me?
Yeah.
Like, can you please share how one finds
How do you find your true self?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
And I think we're going into it of like, maybe we'll revisit this in the future. This makes no goddamn sense to us.
Right. We'll probably laugh at ourselves in a couple months. I know we will.
I doubt that this podcast episode is any use to anyone, because we're just so like,
we're here. Hi.
All of identity is going to be this way. Luckily, it's only 4 episodes, guys.
Maybe, unless we're...
No, it's 4 episodes.
We can
keep 4 episodes.
That's why we kept it 4, because we're like...
Self-worth and self-identity.
Yeah.
Kyla, what is your level of self-worth, and how do you think it ties into your identity?
Level of self-worth. Now
I don't know how to like measure it.
I know, that's why I'm like, do you want me to go on like a scale? Like,
what do you think you're worthy?
Self-worth?
Okay, the only way I can describe it is, what do you think you're worthy of? Literally, I'm like, what do you think you're worthy of?
I think that's a good question. Hold on, let me write that down. I like that.
While you write that down, I'm just gonna say, like, I think I am worthy of, and I don't think I'm worthy of a lot, because I'm constantly struggling with my perception of my own worthiness in a fear of unworthiness that I'm constantly working through. But I know I am worthy of people who are going to be honest with me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not like, some people are really not cool with liars. You're probably one of those people.
Well,
I don't really care. I don't really care if you lie to me. I don't really even care if you lie to my face. Where my hurt will come in is if I am not wanted around.
I see.
But you haven't expressed that to me. Like, so I don't know why that's such an utter betrayal, but I'm just like, yeah, if you're around me, you better want to be around me, because I don't just give out my time to anyone.
No, your time is scarce.
It's probably going back to the fear of rejection, but I'm just like, for me, I deserve to know that I am wanted. I deserve to know that I'm wanted around, and I deserve.
You deserve, or are you worthy of?
Oh, right. I am worthy. You're right. I am worthy of. I'm worthy of love. I know I'm worthy of love.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a second, I was like, I'm worthy of, because there's so many things I don't think I'm worthy of. It's weird, because it's like, what is your level of like, I am worthy of this, or I am deserving of this? Imagine like people's respect. Like, I deserve people's respect. And so
that's my go-to, is like, I deserve people's respect because that's what I give to other people.
Yeah.
But then where's the worthiness in that?
And you could say you're worthy of other people's respect, but I think there has to be a difference between worthiness and deserving.
Yeah.
Because you don't deserve anybody's respect. Like, they have to choose to give it to you.
Exactly.
You deserve people's respect, but
Yeah, I deserve people's respect.
No, sorry.
Or
I was
worthy
gonna
of
say you're
people's-
worthy. Yes, you're worthy of people's respect.
But can you be worthy of something if you don't put the energy forth? Because are some people worthy of certain things or no?
And then this is when it gets back to like a self-perception. Like,
It's a hard conversation.
it's a really hard conversation. I don't think that there's like really an equation here.
There isn't, and that's where we don't fucking know. We don't know.
I think I'm fascinated on the deserving versus worthy
Yeah.
train tangent that we're going off of here,
Deserving versus worthy.
because you are worthy of all of these things, but I don't think you ever deserve it, because I don't think anyone ever owes you anything. So I think I can say I know I'm worthy of love, but I don't deserve. It's not that I'm undeserving of your love, but it's not like I'm going to expect your love either.
So then it comes into deserving versus expectations.
Yep.
We're going to just add that in here. Versus expectations. I like these.
I do too.
What am I worthy of? Again, it goes into deserving and expectations. Now I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Right. I don't know if you can separate them.
I am worthy of Puck.
Also, I think maybe cause I was comparing it to external things.
Oh.
What are we internally worthy of? And then does that mean what we're giving ourselves?
So I just looked up the definition of worthiness just to open it up. So the definition of worthiness is the quality of being good enough.
I hate that. I hate.
So maybe we shouldn't have that self-worth with self-identity. The quality of being good enough. What is good enough?
Yeah.
How is there a good enough when we can't even put a cap on something that we know something?
Okay. It's self-defined.
Yeah.
Self-worth is
okay. Yes.
Self-worth
So
is self-defined. So like good enough to yourself.
Are you good enough to yourself?
Are you good enough to yourself? What is the degree of you believing you are good enough to exist? To exist. Can she grab the microphone? What is your degree of worthiness to just fucking exist because you're already doing that? Okay, all right. I think I found the equation. I think I found the equation.
Did you?
I found the equation, you guys. The whole episode was worth it. Okay, you exist.
Stayed, of course.
You exist.
Yeah,
that's
you
already
exist.
Like you're listening to this. You exist.
Okay. Yeah.
What is
exist.
What is your degree of being good enough for that? What is your self-perceived? Write this down. What is your self-perceived? What is your self-perceived? Damn it, I'm not even high, guys. Expectation of you being good enough. Of you being good enough for the existence you're already living. What is your self-perceived
expectation of you being good enough for your life you're existing in?
Okay, all right, change it. What is your self-perceived level of being good enough? Good enough in quotes.
Level of being good enough
for the existence you're already experiencing. That's the equation for self-worth.
Level of expectation.
Get rid of expectation. I think. Never mind. I don't know. And then read it back to me.
Okay, we're so stinking funny. I hope you enjoy us. I enjoy us. Even if you don't enjoy us, I enjoy us. Kat.
I love us. I am riding high on myself this
what are you
this day.
doing?
I don't know.
She's excited.
I guess I got anxious.
So
okay, read it back to me.
Self-worth with self-identity. The equation is, what is your self-perceived level of being good enough? That.
Oh, of being good enough for the experience
the existence.
For the existence you are experiencing.
We're
so
hilarious.
You're already existing.
Yep.
How good enough do you think you are for that? I think that was probably a better.
That feels good. That feels good.
You're
So
already
self-worth
existing.
with self-identity is
What?
questioning what is your self-perceived level of being good enough for the existence you are experiencing right now.
I'll probably keep rewording it, but
Yeah, we're gonna play with that, but that's good. Even if we just pulled it out of our ass, which we kind of did.
We did.
I love that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would, if I had to boil it down, that would be self-worth right there.
with self-identity.
And then, self-identity.
So, what is your self-perceived level of good enough? What is my self-perceived level of good enough for the existence?
Kyla, do you believe you're good enough to be existing as Kyla Faith?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I definitely believe I'm good enough to be existing as Kat McCombs.
If you asked anybody that, I hope that they would say yes to that. To that.
I don't know.
Do you think?
I don't know. Please, Meows, ask yourself. How do you feel about that? How does that feel in here? I don't think I always felt that way. I mean, like, I have many years of, like, crippling self-hatred, and it wasn't just, I'm not worthy enough to be Kat McCombs. It was, I'm not worthy enough for the existence that I have.
I'm not worthy enough because I'm too much.
Yeah, or I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not the good enoughness of maybe what I could have for myself. Holding
That's
yourself
fair.
to expectations.
Yeah. Or maybe you were allowing others, the outside expectations to go into your level
Or
of self-perceived.
comparison.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
or the comparison
exactly.
of having your level go too high or too low to compare yourself to someone else.
Also, I mean, just the existence that you've already been granted. Is that not good enough for you?
Ouch.
Ouch. Sorry.
And if not, then what do you want to do about it? Do you want to do something about it?
I don't know. We can probably end there. Gross.
Self-worth with self-identity. She's a bitch. I like her, but she's a bitch. This whole series, I'm still excited about it, but I'm like hitting
what
my
are
head.
the next 2 episodes again?
Our next 2 episodes are, who you're becoming and choosing your future, and you can't survive and thrive.
Surviving versus thriving.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We're here.
I think we'll be a little bit more cohesive and probably, hopefully, less loud our next recording day, but
we'll see unless we get fancy, but probably not because it's time for bed.
It's time for bed.
I could probably try to go for another one, but I don't think I
stopping.
can. I don't think I can.
All right. I love you so much.
I love you too. Meows. Thank you for your time. And in the conversation that we are still trying to figure out.
Thank you for your time today. You didn't have to give it to us.
You didn't.
You didn't have to give it to us.
It totally well deserved if you don't watch it, but
If you watch it,
if you do, that's
through.
pretty cool. That's pretty nice, actually. That's very nice.
I'm like, do we deserve to have a podcast?
Are we worthy of a podcast?
We are.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We are. And I'm just like, I promise we wouldn't just like spring an episode this often, but this series we are, and today we are.
Today's the day.
This is what we got.
But I'm excited.
Me too.
It's interesting. It's a conversation, and we are here.
It's authentic as fuck.
Ha. We're here. We'll be a meows.
All right. I love you.
I love you. Have a good night and a day.
Alrighty, you lovely meows. We love you deeply, and we thank you dearly for joining us in our journey today.
Be a meow and subscribe to get notification for future episodes.
If you need more meows in your life, you can follow us on Instagram.
Find us on YouTube for the video version of these podcasts, or you can join the conversations on Facebook.
To get in touch with us, or if you have any questions, email us at the6ammeowmeows@gmail.com.
All of these links will be listed below, so just scroll on down to get connected.
As always, we are learning as we go, so share your thoughts, leave a comment, tell us what you loved or what you didn't, and please chime in because we love to hear your experiences.
Thank you again for your time, and have a perfect rest of your day.
Goodbye, beautiful meow meows.
Meow.